Want kids who listen without yelling, bribing, or endless negotiating? This sounds like it needs to be a spell you can cast, but obedience isn't magic. It comes from a few steady parental habits which you use day after day. Think of obedience as a climate you create in your home. It's made of tiny, repeated actions that add up to a culture where guidance actually makes sense. These are the parenting skills you need to follow. Clear, calm expectations. Kids need clarity more than lectures. Vague commands create confusion and testing. Instead, say what you want and need from your kid. Be plain, simple, and most importantly, direct while using calm language. Also, make sure that your kid understands you. For example, say I want your shoes by the door and hold up the shoe bin so the child sees it. Pause and ask, "Can you put them in the bin now?" That small pause invites agreement and reduces resistance. A common pitfall is packing instructions into long paragraphs. One request at a time keeps attention on the action needed at hand. Don't confuse your kids with a whole list of things they need to do. Another tip is to use action words and landmarks. For example, carry your jacket to your room and hang it by the door. These simple cues make it easy for children to comply without guessing. Try practicing 2 short requests each day for a week and see how often they are followed. If you keep it brief and consistent, children learn what success looks like faster than with repeated yelling. Consistent consequences that teach. Consequences work when they are predictable and directly linked to the behavior. Many parents drift between empty threats and sudden, harsh punishments, which confuse children and make them lose trust. So try to choose natural consequences that actually make sense. For example, a snack thrown around in the car stays in the car. A toy that has been misused won't be used for some time. Actions have consequences, but natural and fair ones. Also, stay calm when enforcing consequences. You being in rage mode doesn't do good to anyone. Calmness keeps the moment about learning, not punishment. Use a brief explanation that names the action and the outcome so children can connect the dots. You might say, "You threw the block and it hurt someone, so the block goes away for the rest of the day." That short explanation helps children internalize cause and effect. Creating habits isn't easy, but in the long run, it helps you and your kid. But bad habits can manifest as well, so make sure to follow the mistakes they continue making, even after seeing the consequences. Earned autonomy and little jobs. Children follow rules when they feel capable and included. Give small, meaningful responsibilities that match your child's age and temperament. A toddler can hand napkins to the table, a young child can put away shoes, and older kids can manage a small routine like feeding a pet. Call them jobs, not chores, because jobs carry ownership and trust, and let's be honest, no one likes chores. Structure the jobs with short training sessions and celebrations. Teach the steps, watch with encouragement, then let them do it. Praise the process, not just the result. Over time, these tasks build identity. That makes obedience a matter of character. Your kid knows they can get things done, which makes them happy and included, instead of feeling like they just follow your constant direction. A common mistake is assigning tasks without instruction or follow-up. If a child is expected to fold laundry, show them how and then check in. The confidence from doing a task well encourages compliance in other areas too. Try assigning one reliable job for 2 weeks and add a tiny reward that matters more than a token praise. The reward can be an extra choice about a weekend activity or a special role that shows trust. Connection before correction. Behavior changes best when children feel seen and heard. Connection first means small, focused investments of attention so that correction lands softer when needed. This is not long therapy, but tiny, high-quality moments. 2 minutes of undivided time while you ask about their day, a brief forehead-to-forehead check-in, or a calm hand on the shoulder. When correction follows connection, kids tend to listen rather than dig in. Try using a 3-step pattern. Notice the feeling, describe the behavior, set the boundary. For example, if you see that they are upset about losing a game and it resulted in throwing the controller, let them know that you understand it since it's normal to get upset. But also let them know that it's not nice to react like that. Teach them how to relax and avoid breaking the controller. Explain to them that losing the controller means no more games for a while. Not because it's a punishment or anything, but simply a fact. No gaming controller equals no games. Let them know that no one wants that, and the fun will stop for a reason as dumb as that one. Predictable routines with built-in choices. Kids flourish with reliable patterns because routines remove daily friction. Morning, mealtime, homework, and bedtime need to be presented as completely normal and generally accepted expectations, so you have fewer fights about basics. The trick is to build predictability and then sprinkle in small choices so children feel autonomy. Offer structured opinions like, do you want apple slices or a banana with your snack? This keeps the parent in charge, but the child feels heard. Visual schedules and short checklists help children manage their day without losing sight or getting confused. Start with one routine you struggle with and map out every step. Then teach the steps over several days until the child can complete them with minimal help or reminders. That investment pays off quickly with smoother mornings and calmer evenings. Model the behavior you want. Kids copy what they see more than what they hear. Parents who want respect must show it in tone and action. That means apologizing when you make mistakes, asking for help when overwhelmed, and so many other things. If you feel your temper rising, say, "I need a minute to breathe," then return when you are calm. When conflicts happen, demonstrate saying, "I was wrong," and then offer how you will do better. Those moments teach accountability far more effectively than a lecture on fairness. This goes with language, listening to what they speak, and everything else. So if you want your kid to talk nicely and not interrupt you when you are speaking, give it a try yourself as well. Praise strategy that builds inner drive. Praise shapes motivation when it targets effort, strategies, and persistent rather than fixed traits. Replace "you are so smart" with "I noticed how hard you worked on that puzzle." That phrasing teaches kids to value the process and keeps them engaged when tasks get tough. Be specific and immediate with praise. Link it to the broader value you want to cultivate, like kindness, patience, or responsibility. Avoid turning praise into a currency that always buys compliance. Instead, use it to reinforce habits you want to see repeated until they become self-rewarding. That's a simple but powerful way to shape your child's character. Now, you are wondering how to start implementing all of this, right? Give this a try. Pick one secret and focus on it for 7 days. If you choose clear, calm expectations, practice 2 precise requests per day. If you choose connection before correction, add 5 focused minutes before a routine you already do. After 7 days, reflect on 1 small win and 1 tweak, then pick a new secret to try next week. If you want another practical mini plan, try this sequence. Day 1, focus on clarity. Day 2, practice consistent consequences. Day 3, assign 1 job. Day 4, connect, then correct. Day 5, lock a routine. Day 6, model a calm repair. And day 7, write down 3 praised moments. Small, consistent efforts compound quickly. Obedience is not about control or breaking a child's spirit. It is about shaping a home where guidance is clear, fair, and rooted in connection. These 7 secrets are practical tools you can adapt to your family's rhythm. Try one this week and notice how small, steady habits change the tone of your home. Which secret will you start with this week? If you are unsure, start tiny and celebrate small wins. A calmer home is not a finish line, but a steady practice.